Hey guys, how's it going? We're on my Beast Mastery Hunter, and I'm going to talk about the Air Force because I just went to a recruiter, and I think he's trying to cuck me already, man. So, I went to the recruiter. There was two, like, 19-year-olds in there that I could tell were, I think E3 or E2, but, got in, talked to him. He was talking to one, actually, no, he was talking to one guy, so then I went, one guy finished, one guy left, the main recruiter guy was like, what are you here for, man? I was like, I'm literally here to just ask questions. I was asked, what are the chances that I get cybersecurity as a job, which is the job that I want. He was like, that's just not how it works. He asked if I had any certificates. I don't know why you think a 19-year-old would have certificates in cybersecurity, which, I don't know why the fuck he was thinking that. I think he was just trying to be a dick. But anyway, he was saying that the chances of me getting the job are not in his power, really, I guess is the best way to describe it. He was saying that I had to score a certain test on that, or score on the ASVAB, which I know is true. And he was saying that you can't really control what job you get, and if you take the ASVAB, get a contract, go through reps, all that shit, and you get a contract, and it says what job you want, and you don't take the job, that you get dishonorably discharged already for just not taking the job, and that you can't re-enlist or try to re-enlist. So I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but if it is, that is some bullshit, because I want to do cybersecurity stuff. But anyway, basically that's what happened. He gave me a bunch of papers to not fill out, but just look at, that has all the jobs on it. He was talking about also the process of getting a contract and all that, you go through this, like, there's contracts where you list your jobs that you want, and then there's also, I'm trying to think what it's called, an aptitude area or something like that, where it's basically, there's mechanical, electrical, all that random jazz. I have a paper right next to me, hold on. You're probably going to hear it, so let's see. This is all my Air Force guys, by the way, that are just, like, watching my videos for some fucking reason, I don't know why. There's electronic, mechanical, administrative, and general. And sadly, cybersecurity falls under general, but so does everything else, really. But I'm assuming general jobs can be applied to civilian life as well. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. So there's the chance that I get jobs that I list that I want, specifically like cybersecurity, cyber operations, cyber transport systems, all that stuff I'd be fine with, because it has to do with computers. And, you know, that's what I want to do with my life. I want to work with computers. But then there's the chance that I put down the general area, the general aptitude area, and they fucking cuck me, and they give me a shitty-ass job, like, I don't know, weather. Weather was on there. So, all my viewers that are in the Air Force, please just comment all the information you can. I will fucking blow you if you do that, because I'm not stressing out, but it's just like, it sounds unfair, and it sounds unreasonable, and it sounds, I mean, it's definitely fair because they pay for your housing and all that fucking jazz, but the chance that I might just get a random-ass job that doesn't appeal to me is a little worrying. But if I did, like, I know I'm going in the Air Force. There's no other thing I really want to do with my life right now. But the chance of me getting a job that doesn't apply to civilian life scares me, in the fact that once I get out of the Air Force, or they're just trying, once I get out of the Air Force, I won't have a job. So then that is incentivizing you to stay in the Air Force for even longer just so you can have a job, which I wouldn't find that bad, really. There's also cross-training from what I've heard, but I'm not really sure how that works. Yeah, talked to a recruiter, that's what happened, you know. Went to him, basically was like, yeah, man, you might not get the job you want, but he seems like a nice guy so far. Other than, nothing really happened that made me dislike him, so. But yeah, if Air Force guys, please fucking comment. I, like, want your help. Help me. Anyway. Not really focusing on PvP right now, as someone could probably tell. Help me. Oh, what the fuck? I did not know. I just dispelled all the dots on me. So all the guys who aren't in the Air Force that watch my videos, I'm probably just don't even know what I'm talking about right now, really. But yeah. I'm sure I'll score fine on the ASVAB to actually qualify for the jobs that I want. If I didn't, that'd be really depressing, but I'd still probably go in the Air Force anyway. And you could probably retake the ASVAB if you really wanted to. I didn't ask him about that, sadly. Totally forgot. Yeah, just leave in the comments saying general information about that shit. The whole process. Basically, all I need to know is what the process is of getting the job, or the jobs that you want, and stuff like that jazz. Because as of right now, he's making it sound like I go to MEPS, and once I go to MEPS, go through all that stuff, they send him a contract for whatever job they want or need, and then he gives me the contract. And then if I don't take that contract, I won't be able to go in the military ever again. Which is literally how he described it to me. Unless I just misunderstood him. But that's what he made it sound like. So there's a chance... And then he talked about, at basic training, you can get... There's like a guy who talks to you about jobs. But that doesn't make sense. If you get the contract after MEPS, and then if you don't take it, then you can't go in the military. That didn't add up to me, really. I don't know. I will take any job that applies to civilian life, as I've said before, that has decent money after I get out of the military. Or if I choose to stay in the military, it doesn't really matter. However, I would prefer a job that has to do with computers, because I fucking love computers, and I know them very well. But the chances of me getting a job... Goddamn, it's hard to fucking talk. It's hard to make well thought out thoughts on PvP at the same time. I guess the only thing that's kind of scaring me right now is the fact that I won't get the job that I want, which isn't a big deal. But... it's, you know, it'd be nice to work with computers, as I've worked with them my whole life. And I say work as in have played video games very much my whole life. And I feel like knowing stuff about computers, especially with the future, is such a valuable skill. Especially with cybersecurity. Because I don't know, hacking is just more and more common these days. You feel, guys? There's a hunter on me. Got on that boat. But yeah. Oh, I'm dead. If I live, I'll be surprised. Yeah. Alright, now I can actually think out that process. Here's the paper again. I'm gonna look through it. So, I'm gonna name out all the jobs that I want. I'm not sure if the Air Force guys will even watch this, but... the jobs that he highlighted for me, which I said I wanted to work with computers, he said... the ones that are highlighted... cyber systems operations, cybersecurity, computer systems programming, which is computer science really, which is hard as dicks, but I'll still do it. Client systems and cyber transport systems, and there's electrical systems, which I do too, but I'm not sure if that has to do with computers or anything, but yeah. I'd work with mechanical stuff if it applied to civilian life, because, you know, that's just general good knowledge to have. It makes me sad that communications and computers falls under general aptitude, but, you know, I guess they just really want people to do miscellaneous jobs, really. Which I don't blame them, because there's probably jobs that aren't filled right now, and that need to be filled. But anyway, yeah, if the Air Force guys can just get to me about that, that'd be freaking terrific. I'm trying to, like, just think about more of the general stuff he said. I don't need any of the physical stuff, because, you know, I work out, I lift, bro. And, I have to get a note. Okay, here's another thing. I have smoked weed within the last 7 years. On the contract, or the application thing, I said no to smoking weed. And I went to a counselor who's a specific substance abuse counselor that I told smoked weed. That I smoked weed. And the guy, the recruiter, I told him I saw a counselor. Or whatever, therapist, psychiatrist, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And he knows that I've now seen a counselor. And he wants me to... That's a person, right? Okay, good. he wants me to get a note from said counselor, and I'm not sure if the counselor will, like, I'm not sure. Okay, now I can think. I'm not sure if the counselor will say if I've smoked weed, and then the recruiter's just gonna be like, "Oh man, you can't join. You've smoked weed in your life." So that's worrisome. And then I just need pharmacy history for Accutane, which I took. Those are really the only things worrying me right now. Scoring good enough on the ASVAB, getting the job I want, the whole smoking weed thing with my counselor, substance abuse counselor, really, and what was the other thing? What was the other thing? The pharmacy history doesn't really concern me at all, because I'm sure that's really easy to get. That's really the only things that are on my mind right now when it comes to military. The chances that I won't be able to get into the military is kind of frightening, just because I didn't want to see a substance abuse counselor, but my parents were like, "Man, this weed's making you depressed as fuck," and I was like, "I don't know about that." And they were like, no, you gotta see a substance abuse counselor. And now, even when my parents aren't interfering in my life that much, they're still fucking me over. And I love it. And I realized at the time, I was like, this probably isn't the smartest decision if I want to go in the military, because then, you know, it'll be on my record, and I'll have to admit to smoking weed, man. And, goddamn, the chances that I just might get denied now scare me. Just because I smoked weed like 3 months ago. Yeah, well, I stopped 3 months ago, really. But yeah, that's life for you. Current update. I'm sure everything will hopefully pan out, but if it doesn't, you know, I hope YouTube sure does launch off where I just might start streaming full time and live in my mom's basement. Which isn't the worst, I guess, because, you know, World of Warcraft is life. But yeah, really hoping that it pans out for me. Really hope I get the job that I want. And if I don't, I'll just stay in the military forever. And, yeah. Basically, that's all of it summed up, really. Yeah, the only things that really concern me are the facts that if I don't take the contract that they give me, I won't be able to re-enlist, which sounds like complete bullshit on his part, in my opinion. It just sounds like a straight lie, because that doesn't make sense at all. The fact that they wouldn't accept someone just because you don't take the job that they offer. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it doesn't at the same time. Because what government's going to deny people from joining their military, even if it's a job that's manned heavily? That doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, you know, that's happening in my life, so please, Air Force people, help me. Did decent, even though I was trying to think about fucking life for forever, this whole Battlegrounds. But yeah, if the Air Force guys could comment, if you guys left fucking 3 pages of information, I would print it out and highlight it and literally take it to that recruiter. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Just kind of an off-topic video. If you guys really just haven't, I don't know, if you're not in the Air Force, this was probably really fucking awkward for you, but yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys like the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. Leave any comments, questions, concerns, anything like that, especially the Air Force guys. Please help me. Subscribe to my channel if you guys like World of Warcraft videos, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.